Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Today we are going to study together one of the most important points related to process essay. This point ensures smooth flowing in any process essay. Of course, you know what I'm talking about. This is transition signal. What are the transition signals? Transition signals are highly important in any process essay. They are one of the main ways to achieve good cohesion and good coherence in your academic writing. They are a way to help ensure that your ideas and sentences cohere. What we mean by cohere, that your ideas are stick together. Transition signals are used to signal, and that is why they are called signals, because they are used to signal the relationships between ideas in your writing. Your writing should be cohere, should be cohesive. To ensure coherence and cohesion in your academic writing, you need to use some transition signals to signal the relationships between your ideas in your writing. For example, the transition signal, for example itself, this is a transition signal. It's used to give examples. While the word while is used to show a contrast. Types of transition signals. We have about 13 types of transition signals. Signals to introduce an additional idea, signals to compare, signals to contrast, signals to show concision, signals to introduce a cause or reasons, signals to introduce an effect or result, signals to give an example, signals used to show chronological order, signals used to show order of importance, signals used to show an alternative, and signals for identifying or clarifying, signals for reinforcing, and finally, signals to conclude. The first example, signals that are used to introduce an additional idea. It means that you are going to add another idea. So you need a transition signal to introduce this new additional idea. Examples of these transition signals that introduce an additional idea also, besides, furthermore, in addition, moreover, additionally, and, nor, another, and an additional. Both another and additional followed by nouns. The second type, transition signals that are used to compare. So this time you are going to make comparison between two ideas or two objects or two things. Signals used to compare, such as likewise, similarly, equally, in the same way, and, both, and, not only, but also, neither nor, just as, like, alike, just like, to be similar to be alike, to be similar. The third type are signals that use to contrast. So this time you are not going to make comparison, no, you are going to make contrast between two objects. Like, however, in contrast, in comparison, or by comparison, on the other hand, but, whereas, while, compared to or compared with, to be different from, to be dissimilar, to be alike, to differ from. Next type is the type used to show concision. Concision transitions show an unexpected result. So this time you are going to give an unexpected result. They are similar to, but not the same as contrast transition. However, nevertheless, nonetheless, still, but, yet, although, even though, despite, and in spite of. But you have to put into your mind that despite and in spite of followed by gerund, verb plus ing or noun. Signals used to introduce a cause or reason. For this reason, for, because, since, as, to result from, to be the result of, due to, because of, to be the effect of, to be the consequence of, as a result of, as a consequence of. Signals used to introduce an effect or result, as a result, as a consequence, consequently, hence, thus, therefore, so, to result in, to cause, to have an effect on, to affect, the cause of, the reason for. Don't forget that cause followed by of, but reason followed by for. And also don't forget that effect followed by on when it's used as an. Signals used to give an example. For example, for instance, in this case, such as, which is usually followed by nouns, like an example of, followed by gerund or noun, to demonstrate. Signals that are used to show chronological order, first, second, third, fourth, fifth, and so on. First of all, then, next, now, then, soon, last, finally, previously, meanwhile, gradually, after that, since, then, after, as soon as, before, since, until, when, why. The first, the second, the fourth, the third, the next, the last, the final, before, after, since, when it's followed by time period, like year 1970, in the year 2000, 2020, 2021. Signals used to show order of importance, above all, first and foremost, more importantly, or most importantly. When we say most importantly, we will use the definite article, the most importantly, primarily, a more important, the most important, the second most significant, the primary. To show an alternative, we can use signals like alternatively, otherwise, or if, unless. To identify or clarify signals, that is, in other words, specifically, namely, or this sign which is used, or this signal which is used to clarify, I.E. To reinforce signals, in fact, indeed, of course, clearly. The last type of signals today, signals that use to conclude, all in all, in brief, in conclusion, in short, in summary, to summarize, to conclude. It's clear that we can see that the evidence suggests these examples show. We can use such transitions or such signals or such transition signals in concluding paragraph. Thank you very much for listening. Hope you have enjoyed our session today. See you. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.